Fishing is one of life's simple pleasures for Helen and Neal, but not too long ago, this favorite pastime turned into excruciating pain for Helen.
We were fishing off the jetty. I was walking off the boulders and I slipped and I fell and I crushed my leg.
She stepped on a wet rock and she went straight down, about 6-7 feet down into a crevice. And when we first looked down, both of her feet were turned. Oh, I felt terrible. It was bad. Yeah, especially when we found it was multiple breaks.
As a former model, Helen's legs were at one time world famous.
I actually was the first Asian American to get a national campaign with a major American company for pantyhose. So my legs were very famous.
This injury, however, left Helen with 2 rods and a dozen screws in her leg. After 6 months in a wheelchair, followed by months of physical therapy and exercise, she was still in pain and had trouble walking.
Every time I went to the doctor, he would take an x-ray and he said, it's not quite mended on one side. They said if I wanted to correct the pain, to get the bone to mend, I needed a second operation. I was not going to do that.
For her to have to be back in a wheelchair and go through everything again, I actually thought it would just be impossible for her to go through it again.
Helen's physician understood that she did not want to undergo a second operation. He told her about another potential solution, a bone stimulation device called PhysioStim.
He didn't bring up the Orthofix product right away. He finally said, well, there is this one product, and he mentioned that it's a bone growth stimulator.
He didn't put it out as the magical solution to everything. I was very skeptical. It was like, how can this work? You turn it on, you put it on, you sit there. But I said, oh, I have to do this because I'm not going to get another operation.
Typically, physicians prescribe the device for patients that have fractures that have not healed successfully. The device uses low-level pulses of electromagnetic energy that stimulates the natural healing process of bones.
No pain, very convenient. Put it on, you could sit there, you could read a book. You could actually take a nap with it on. Easy to use.
After using PhysioStim daily for 6 months, Helen's surgeon ordered a new x-ray.
And he came in with a big smile and just said, take a look at this. And that part of that bone that was not right had closed up. And he said, it worked.
The simple things you appreciate. I can play with the grandchildren, I can go fishing again, I can run up and down barefoot, and it's wonderful.
She's as good as new, maybe better.
To learn more about PhysioStim, visit www.bonestimulation.com to access these resources. The Orthofix PhysioStim device featured in this video is indicated for the treatment of an established non-union acquired secondary to trauma, excluding vertebrae and all flat bones where the width of the non-union defect is less than 1/2 the width of the bone to be treated. A non-union is considered to be established when the fracture site shows no visibly progressive signs of healing. Use of this device is contraindicated where the individual has synovial pseudarthrosis. Demand-type pacemaker operation may be adversely affected by exposure to pulsed electromagnetic fields. The safety and effectiveness of this device has not been established for individuals lacking skeletal maturity or individuals with non-unions secondary to or in connection with a pathological condition. The safety of this device for use on patients who are pregnant or nursing has not been established. Rare instances of reversible minor discomfort have been reported. Full prescribing information can be found in product labeling on our patient education website, www.bonestimulation.com, or by calling patient services at 1-800-535-4492. Caution: Federal Law USA restricts this device to sale by or on the order of a physician. Not everyone responds to bone stimulation in the same way, and patient experiences may vary. To understand the benefits and risks, please discuss them with your doctor. A prescription is required. This video contains information about bone stimulation therapy that is approved for use in the United States and is intended to be viewed by residents of the United States. This video is intended to be viewed in context of YouTube.com, Vimeo.com, or an Orthofix website. Orthofix is not responsible for the context in which it is shared.